Good evening. This is Sports Talk ATL. I am Chase Earl, as always, joined by Jake Gordon and Alex. Where we got a great show up for you tonight. Falcons schedule release. Michael Soroka performs in Gwinnett last night. We got a great just stop tweeting from Mark Jackson. We're going to talk the NBA playoffs, Vaughn Grissom, and over/under SEC win totals. But let's start with the schedule release that came out last night. Always overhyped. Always overhyped. We already know who we're going to play. But at this point, we get to really see how the schedule shakes out. Where everything, where we get a break, where we get our bye. Do we have any primetime games? Let's start off with the biggest thing. No primetime games. I saw a lot of people complaining about that. Guys, the Falcons haven't been good in 5 years. They have Desmond Ridder, who he may be good, he may not be good, but let's be real. He might be the most boring quarterback, least marketable quarterback in the league. If the Falcons start winning, they'll get primetime games. They have some exciting pieces. But right now, when you've been crap for 5 years, everyone thinks you're going to be one of the worst teams in the league, whether you do or not. We're not going to have any primetime games. I hate to break it to people.
Yeah, I really just don't care. Like, when you think about primetime games in the NFL, like, I feel like a lot of the times when the Falcons do have one, it just turns into us being a punching bag. Like, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. In fact, I might even prefer it that way for now. Like, let's see what we got. I don't want to have to deal with that type of stuff.
Yeah, a couple things on the primetime. The last time the Falcons played in primetime was against the Panthers, and we were a laughing stock of the NFL. It was that internet meme where Marcus Mariota was throwing off of his back against the Panthers. Listen, no primetime games means there's no opportunity to be made fun of. So, you could take it like that. And also, primetime games they're not always for the best teams in the league. Generally speaking, they are, but the other part is the Falcons just aren't a marketable team. Nobody cares about the Falcons outside of Atlanta. You got to win, and then we can. There's a couple of games in the schedule that could be flexed to primetime, so it's not set in stone. But for right now, no primetime games.
I like the new rule that not every team has to have a primetime
I love
game
that
because not every team deserves.
I do not need to see the Jags and the Texans playing on Thursday Night Football. I don't care if it's Thursday Night Football and I'll watch. I don't need to see it. I just do not.
Listen,
need to
this isn't your dad's Jags anymore. The Jags are fun.
That's
to watch.
fine. I like the Jags. Yes.
You know who I don't want to see is the damn
Texans Colts.
I do not want to see the Denver Broncos.
Just flubbing
the Denver
Broncos
do not need to be on my screen for any type of primetime game.
They were on primetime 8 games last year.
They had it was way too many. It was awful.
But they at least were supposed to be decent. Like I got it. They just turned out to be.
That's the risk you run with that. I mean, like the Chiefs, the Chiefs are going to be good, but like some teams that are, like people think the Lions are going to take a big step up and make the playoffs. Like you run the risk of putting the Lions on TV and then them just losing, like just getting embarrassed in every primetime game. But at least they'll score points. The Broncos were playing like 6-3 games. It was awful.
Well, let's get into the schedule, guys. Let's do some schedule predictions. This is what it was made for. This is the time to do it. Let's overreact and say the Falcons are going to go 14-3. Week 1 at home against a rookie, Bryce Young and the Panthers. This isn't going to be a gimme, but I think you catch them at the right time. You start out at home. Week 1's always weird. There's just no way in my heart I can say we're going to lose to a rookie Bryce Young in his first NFL game at home.
We're not even sure Bryce Young's going to start. It might be Andy Dalton.
Oh, okay. He's starting.
He's starting.
I would prefer it to be Andy Dalton. It's all.
Duh. That's the point. That's why he's starting.
I'm going to go with the win.
I'm saying we win that game. I'm starting.
It's going to be a close one.
First time being over 500 since the end of 2017. If you win this game,
yeah,
because it started 2018 0-1.
What do we got? Are we all 1-0?
We're all 1-0.
We have to vote on it. We got to get 2 out of 3 going one way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 1-0.
The Sports Talk ATL. We're 1-0. Then we got the Packers. Another opportunity to win. Jordan Love. I really have no idea what Jordan Love's going to be. He looked terrible when he played, but everyone's all of a sudden like, oh, he could easily take over for Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what's true, but we're at home.
I'm going to mark this one as a tie. This is going to be a tie.
No, we need consensus 2 out of 3 votes.
I think we drop this one.
I'm saying we win.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, don't make me the deciding vote. I kind of do think that we win, but I know that if I keep doing this, we're gonna be like 15-2 at the end of the year.
We're winning this game. We are winning this game. We're starting off 2-0.
We can call it a win.
Let's go.
2-0.
Falcons at Lions.
I'm gonna give this one a loss.
I think we lose this one.
Loss. Yeah. The Lions are gonna.
We could win. I don't think it's like a foregone conclusion. Listen,
we always play weird games with
the Packers and the Lions. I think we win one of those. So I feel good saying we beat the Packers or lose to the
Lions. Always are right. Like the games with the Lions are always so close.
I think that's every Lions game for the last
Yeah.
20 years. They lose in heartbreaking fashion. Then we get the Jags in London. I don't think we win that.
Yeah, I'll
Loss.
go back to 2-2. That's fine.
Back to where we belong. But then we get home against the Texans. That's a win, boys. That is
easy.
That is a
easy
win.
dub.
We are going to be 3-2. We're going to be 3-2. And then we get home against the Commanders. I don't think it's going to be
I'm gonna
easy,
go win.
but I think we should win that.
I think we're going to lose that one too, but I'm outruled.
Yeah, no.
Commanders are a good roster, dude. Their roster is still so good. I mean, who knows what Sam Howell's going to be? He could be good. He could be crap, but they got a great roster. They have a better roster than the Falcons have.
I don't know about that.
I don't think it's that much better, but it might be better.
It's marginally better.
Yeah,
I think
it really comes down to quarterback play. I mean,
I agree
100%.
100%.
Is Desmond Ritter going to be better than Sam Howell?
I'm going to change my prediction. I'm going to take this one back to a loss.
God, I hate you. All right, we're 3-3. We're 3-3. I mean, I got us 5-1 or something. No. Falcons, Bucks.
I'll win. Bucks are going to be stinky. I'm going to say Bucks are stinky.
We're winning that. All right, we're 4-3. Falcons at Titans. I'll go with loss. We could win.
I'm going to go W, but that's fine. I guess y'all just don't believe.
Dude, I think I have us. I got
to
mine right now. I think we're like 2 games under 500.
We're 4-4.
I think the Titans are going to be really bad this year. Like really
Falcons,
bad.
Vikings.
Loss.
4-5. Falcons, Cardinals. That's
a win. It's got to be a win. 5-5.
First game against the Saints at home. We're winning that.
Win.
I'm going win as well.
6-5. Falcons at Jets. That's a loss.
No, that's a win.
We are not
going
on the road and beating the Jets.
The Jets are so overrated, but whatever.
Yeah, but they're
not, dude.
I don't even know if they're overrated, underrated. We haven't even seen them play.
I mean, their defense.
I know they're better than the Falcons,
bro. Their defense is sick, and
what are we?
Everybody's
7-7?
We're 6-6. We're 6-6. Then we get the Bucks back at home. That's a win. 7-6. On the road against the Panthers. I have a feeling we're going to.
I'll go L. We Arthur Smith's 2-2 against the Panthers. We'll keep the trend.
Yeah, 3-3. I think that too. 7-7. Then we got Falcons at Colts or at home.
Win.
That's a win. 8-7. Falcons at Bears. I'm saying we win that.
I agree.
So 9 wins, and then Falcons at Saints. We're probably going to split with them. I would say loss.
9-8, 10-7.
9-8.
I don't know.
I mean, 9-8 that's probably where I see this team.
That's over the win total.
This team can win 11 games.
I think we were fair in all of our evaluations. Like, I don't think we did anything ridiculous. Like,
I think we just split with the division, except maybe we won both against the Bucks.
We won the Bucks. We could squeak out some wins against several of the teams. I mean, the thing is, like, the opportunity really is there for you to go 10-7, 11-6. I mean, it really is there. I mean, this schedule is very, very gettable. I don't think it could get more gettable. It's the easiest schedule I've ever seen, and I know preseason strength of schedule doesn't matter, but there's no games where I'm like, all right, that's a blowout.
Listen, a lot of the things that you guys are saying, that we're all saying about, this is a toss-up, that's a toss-up. You know who decides those games? It's the quarterback. So a lot of a lot of our hopes hinge on Desmond Ritter's ability in the final 2 minutes and the defense's ability in the final 2 minutes, because we're going to play a lot of close games. We're not going to get blown out, and we're not going to blow out a lot of teams. We're going to play a lot of close games, and we're going to see what we're made of. So
nothing like the yo-yo predictions that we have of just win, loss, then finally ripping off a few at the end of the season. That would be torture, but I could definitely see it happening.
I mean, the end of the season is, I mean, like those last 5 weeks, you get Bucks, Panthers, Colts, Bears, and then obviously you end at the Saints. But
you got to have a stretch. You just got to have a stretch.
You could win.
Listen, even if we go lower than what, not 10-7, we go 9-8. 9-8 can get you in the playoffs, can get you a wild card spot in this NFC. The NFC is terrible. It can really get you a wild card spot.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it will depend on teams like the Panthers and like the Lions and stuff like that. I think the Falcons are making the playoffs, whether it's 9 wins, whether it's 10 wins. I think this is finally, we break the drought. We get over 500 and we break the drought. But coming up after the break, Michael Soroka was on the mound for the Gwinnett Stripers. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. We'll talk about it after the break.